Dave Ramsey is the undisputed king of anti-debt, the man who famously tells millions of people to live on beans and rice, cut up their credit cards, and buy everything with cash. But is the master of the baby steps actually practicing what he preaches? Most trusted wealth-tracking sources place Dave Ramsey's personal net worth at a staggering $200 million. However, some financial insiders and real estate experts hint that his debt-free property portfolio alone is worth over $500 million, bringing his true empire closer to $1 billion. To understand how a guy who filed for total bankruptcy in his late 20s built a 9-figure fortune, we have to pull back the curtain on his history and his business model. To understand Dave's wealth today, you have to understand the moment he lost absolutely everything. By the age of 26, Dave was a real estate prodigy with a $4 million portfolio. But his early empire was built on a dangerous foundation of massive short-term debt. In 1987, the banking landscape shifted, and his lenders suddenly called in his loans, demanding $1.2 million in cash immediately. Dave could not pay. At just 28 years old, he was forced to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, losing his home, his investments, and his pride. Out of that deep financial trauma, his signature no-debt philosophy was born. When Dave rebuilt his life, he didn't get rich just by saving 15% of his paycheck. Instead, he built a massive media machine called Ramsey Solutions, which now pulls in an estimated $300 million in annual revenue. The cash flows in from multiple powerful streams. His flagship program, The Ramsey Show, draws over 20 million weekly listeners and generates massive advertising revenue. He has sold millions of copies of best-selling books like The Total Money Makeover. On top of that, over 6 million people have paid for his Financial Peace University classes, while local financial advisors and real estate agents pay his company hefty referral fees just to be matched with his audience. By helping millions of people get out of debt, Dave built an empire of debt-free cash. So, where does Dave put his money today? His personal portfolio rests on two incredibly strong pillars. The first is 100% debt-free real estate. Dave refuses to take out mortgages, buying commercial buildings and single-family rental homes entirely with cash. Because he has zero debt, a housing market crash poses absolutely no risk of foreclosure to his business. The second pillar is mutual funds. He completely avoids single stocks, crypto, and gold, choosing instead to split his market investments equally into 4 types of growth-focused mutual funds. Of course, his advice is not without controversy. Critics frequently point out that Dave's claim of a 12% average annual return in the stock market is highly unrealistic in the modern economy. Others argue his strict ban on credit cards makes credit building impossible for young people, and his home buying rules are nearly impossible to follow in today's expensive housing market. Yet, the final verdict remains clear. Dave Ramsey is a living proof of concept for his own rules, having built a massive fortune through sheer, relentless discipline. What do you think? Is Dave's no-debt lifestyle the ultimate key to wealth, or is he leaving money on the table? Let us know in the comments, hit follow, and we will see you in the next video.